Coming off D3 Eastern Tournament wins this season, Elon's men and women's ultimate Frisbee teams are ranked in the top 3 of their division. This month, Elon hosted the men's ultimate Frisbee conference tournament and the women's regionals, where they both battled Wake Forest for conference and regional titles.
I mean, the tension on the sidelines was unreal, and the first point was played, and we scored that first point, but that first point was already just a battle, and our coach came up to us and after the first point, it was like, all right, this game is going to be a war. You got to fight for it. We know we can do this. We know we can beat this team, but you have to actually do that.
We were kind of the underdogs going in, and we kind of scared Wake Forest a lot. We were a lot better than a lot of people thought we were going to be, and we played like a team that can play at a national level.
A lot of it comes from our coach and captains to really drill in the sense that, we can't stop working. The other teams aren't just going to be sitting by lazy. We need to keep working too if we want to go into the postseason and achieve the results that we want to achieve. So when we showed up, we actually came off really, really slow on Saturday. It was bad. We did not play well Saturday. Luckily, we still managed to win all of our games, but we really picked it up on Sunday to go into the championship game.
Yeah, it's a very fast sport. You have to be thinking a lot. You have to be thinking constantly. It has a lot of big plays. There's always an opportunity to get the disc. But at the same time, it's very methodical. Every team has their own system. Our team happens to move very methodically, very slowly down the field, knowing that our fundamentals, our throwing and catching will get us scores.
Even though both Wake Forest and Elon came into the tournament undefeated, Elon's men's team brought home the conference title. Next step, preparing for regionals.
All the guys are working hard. I mean, we really, really want to get to nationals. The first day of practice in the fall, we get on the field, and that's the first thing we say is, nationals is the end goal of this team. And especially this year, we knew we were coming out with a big target on our back. We came in this year as the second best team in the nation, according to last year, because we placed second. So it's we know the target's on our back. Teams are going to be gunning for us. So it's just been really trying to defend that ranking that we achieved last year. And so far, we've done that.
On the women's side, it came down to 1 point between Elon and Wake Forest. A controversial call involving whether the disc was in play was the deciding factor of the game.
In Ultimate, it's difficult because there aren't refs. There's nobody to tell you who's technically right and who's technically wrong. So you have to argue your points, and generally one team will concede. But because this was the final point in the final game, neither team was going to concede that, obviously.
After a long deliberation, Wake Forest won the challenge, and the Elon Women's Ultimate Team season came to an end. Still, with a long road ahead, the men's team continues to put in the hard work and dedication it's going to take them to win a national D3 title.
The team athleticism has grown significantly the last few years. There's definitely some players that can make it work with just being smart without being as athletic, but we have our captains are athletic monsters. They're in the gym all the time. They're doing track workouts. They're doing field workouts. They're really working on not just the ultimate side, but also just the athleticism side, because that's really what it takes to be a complete player and also to be a complete team is you have to work on both aspects. Everyone's up. There is no one sitting down on the sideline in a big game. If there's someone sitting down, people are yelling at you for sitting down. Everyone's helping players on the field. And that energy is something that we've been very strong at for the past few years, and it really feeds into our guys on the fields, and that's another one of our team's strengths.
Both the men and women's Ultimate Frisbee teams hope to see more Elon students on the sidelines supporting what's now a highly recognized and frequently covered collegiate sport.
It helps, obviously, if you have the natural athletic ability, but honestly, Ultimate is great because it's one of the things that literally anybody can pick up, and that's our main selling point generally. And it's amazing seeing people go from not knowing how to hold a Frisbee to being a star their senior year.
Getting involved with it, even if you just go to a game for a couple minutes, you'll never regret that, ever.
I want people to know how hard we've worked to achieve our goals. And I hope people kind of remember that and respect that about us, is that we're not a team that just kind of walks in and gets what we feel like we deserve. We work hard to get what we deserve.
Big fat bomb on 3. Nice game, fellas. 1, 2, 3. Big fat bomb! Yep.